Welcome back to QuizStorm. Do you think you'll do well on this memory quiz? If so, please complete this quiz till the end to see your final score. This quiz contains 5 specific topics: movies, inventions, history, literature, and a mixture of trivia questions. And 10 questions will be given to each respective topic. Which 1956 film, directed by Cecil B. DeMille, depicts the life of Moses? And the correct answer is The Ten Commandments. Who played the lead role of Joe Gillis in the 1950 film Sunset Boulevard? And the correct answer is William Holden. In which 1959 film does Marilyn Monroe portray a singer named Sugar Cane? And the correct answer is Some Like It Hot. Which movie from 1950 features the character Norma Desmond, a faded silent film star? And the correct answer is Sunset Boulevard. Who played the role of Eliza Doolittle in the 1956 film adaptation of My Fair Lady? And the correct answer is Audrey Hepburn. What is the title of the 1958 musical film starring Elvis Presley as a convict who becomes a rock and roll sensation? And the correct answer is Jailhouse Rock. Which 1957 film, directed by David Lean, is based on the life of T.E. Lawrence? And the correct answer is Lawrence of Arabia. Who directed the 1959 romantic comedy Some Like It Hot? And the correct answer is Billy Wilder. In which 1954 film does Judy Garland play an aspiring actress named Vicki Lester? And the answer is A Star is Born. Which 1953 film, directed by Fred Zinnerman, tells the story of the jury deliberation in a murder trial? And the answer is 12 Angry Men. What revolutionary invention, often credited to John Bardeen, Walter Breiton, and William Shockley, transformed the field of electronics in the 1950s? And the correct answer is the transistor. Who invented the first credit card system known as the Diners Club card in 1950? And the answer is Frank McNamara. What did Percy Spencer invent in 1945 that gained widespread use in the 1950s, especially in domestic kitchens? And the correct answer is a microwave oven. In 1956, which company introduced the first commercially successful hard disk drive called the IBM 305 Rimac? And the correct answer is IBM. What medical invention, developed by Dr. Charles H. Thomas and James P. Gordon in 1954, revolutionized medical imaging? And the correct answer is laser. Who invented the first successful practical video tape recorder in 1951, laying the foundation for modern video recording technology? And the correct answer is Charles Ginzburg. In 1959, which company introduced the first photocopier machine for commercial use? And the correct answer is Xerox Corporation. What invention, patented by Earl Tupper in 1947 and popularized in the 1950s, revolutionized food storage? And the correct answer is Tupperware. Who developed the first oral contraceptive pill, commonly known as the pill, in the 1950s? And the correct answer is Gregory Pincus and John Rock. In 1957, what invention by Jack Kilby changed the landscape of electronics by integrating multiple components onto a single semiconductor chip? And the correct answer is the microchip. Who led the Cuban Revolution that successfully overthrew the government of Fulgencio Batista in 1959? And the correct answer is Fidel Castro. What was the name of the Soviet satellite that was the first artificial Earth satellite launched in 1957? And the correct answer is the Sputnik 1. Which conflict in the Middle East erupted in 1956 when Israel invaded Egypt, sparking international tension? And the correct answer is the Suez Crisis. What was the name of the US policy aimed at containing the spread of communism, particularly in Europe and Asia? And the correct answer is the Truman Doctrine. Who is the leader of South Africa's anti-apartheid movement and later became the country's first black president in 1994? And the correct answer is Nelson Mandela. What was the name of the uprising in Hungary in 1956 against the Soviet-imposed policies and leadership? And the correct answer is Hungarian Revolution. Who became the leader of the Soviet Union after the death of Joseph Stalin in 1953? And the correct answer is Nikita Khrushchev. What is the name of the US senator known for his anti-communist activities and investigations in the 1950s? And the correct answer is Joseph McCarthy. Which country gained independence from British rule in 1957, becoming the first African nation to do so? And the answer is Ghana. Who was the first woman to serve as Prime Minister of Israel, holding office from 1969 to 1974? And the answer is Golda Meir. Who wrote the novel Dr. Zhivago, published in 1957, which tells a love story against the backdrop of the Russian Revolution? And the correct answer is Boris Pasternak. What is the title of the 1955 novel by William Golding about a group of schoolboys stranded on a deserted island, revealing the dark side of human nature? And the correct answer is Lord of the Flies. Who authored the novel Lolita, published in 1955, which is known for its controversial subject matter and narrative style? And the correct answer is Vladimir Nabokov. What is the title of the 1959 novel by Robert A. Heinlein that explores themes of individualism and freedom through the story of a lunar colony? And the correct answer is Starship Troopers. Who wrote the novel The Wapshot Chronicle, published in 1957, which follows the lives of the Wapshot family in a New England town? And the correct answer is John Cheever. What is the title of the 1952 novel by Ralph Ellison about an unnamed African American man navigating racial prejudice and invisibility in society? And the correct answer is Invisible Man. Who authored the novel Lord of the Flies, published in 1954, which explores the descent into slavery among a group of boys stranded on an island? And the correct answer is William Golding. What is the title of the 1951 novel by J.D. Salinger that introduces the character Holden Caulfield and explores themes of adolescence and rebellion? And the correct answer is The Catcher in the Rye. Who wrote the novel The Once and Future King, published in 1958, which reimagines the Arthurian legends? And the correct answer is T.H. White. What is the title of the 1952 novel by Saul Bellow that follows the life and struggles of Moses Herzog? And the correct answer is Herzog. What was the name of the popular TV show that debuted in 1951 and featured Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz? And the correct answer is I Love Lucy. Who wrote the dystopian novel 1984, published in 1949 but influential in the 1950s? And the correct answer is George Orwell. What was the name of the first commercial nuclear power plant in the United States, which began operating in 1958? And the correct answer is the Shippingport Atomic Power Station. Which iconic American car, known for its tail fins and sleek design, was introduced by General Motors in 1957? And the correct answer is Chevrolet Bel Air. Who won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1954 for his mastery of the art of narrative, most notably demonstrated in The Old Man and the Sea? And the correct answer is Ernest Hemingway. What was the name of the musical group formed by John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Pete Best in 1957? And the correct answer is The Beatles. Which landmark event occurred in 1956 when Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on a bus in Montgomery, Alabama? And the correct answer is the Montgomery bus boycott. Who was the first person to break sound barrier in level flight, achieving supersonic speed in 1953? And the correct answer is Chuck Yeager. What was the name of the first commercial computer introduced by IBM in 1950? And the correct answer is IBM 701. Which iconic toy, resembling a colorful plastic brick, was introduced by Ole Kirk Christensen's company in 1958? And the correct answer is Lego bricks. Well, what was your score? Let me know in the comments below.